Alright, for the management reset, which I can't do because we still don't have the data done, if you notice this column here now is it should be blocked or non-accessible. This data is automatically going to pull from the new sheet. So in order to reset that, I put a tab here. So we're just going to hit the reset tab here, which will take us to our new sheets. And these are the ones that we're going to reset. So all that data will be here. So the other one, let me get all these stuff closed here. So I have to keep flipping back and forth. Okay, so that's how we're going to reset that. Then the host verify, this section where they manually enter, we're no longer doing it on this sheet. I have a link here too to click the data. That's going to go to the new sheet to where we have to clear it. But everything from this sheet is going over to our sheet, so I have it mirrored. But that keeps this sheet, boosted. So the yellow columns here we delete. Now the blue columns, which are form ends, we don't delete this here. Anything in blue we don't delete. Which actually all this should be blue. We're just going to turn part of it blue for now. Because that doesn't get edited. Okay, so delete the data form stuff. We're going to do that the same way we did before on the drop form. No, is that the drop form? Wait a minute, I confused myself now. This is the drop. Wait a minute, why is it show? Oh, okay, it only has the two. I also have to make sure, see if these are today. That's another reason why the schedule has to be done in the morning early, because the data is going to get mixed up. So here, this was dropped today, but this was dropped for yesterday. So all we're going to do is delete these two columns, and that'll take that out for the manual. We're also going to do the same for the host wallets, which I'll delete some of the old stuff here. We're just going to, usually the day before I take out anything that's like before noon. So that when you're doing today's numbers, everything on there is correct. Now this should show in order now. I have it coded so it's going to pull everyone up in order. So these are the ones that do the manual and the sheet. It's all going to pull up right here. So it's going to be here, and I also have it coded to do it by the date. So if anyone does an update, there's their old dates. We're just not going to worry about it because they haven't updated it. So hopefully that makes things easier there. Eventually I'm going to have this coded to the sheet. I just don't know when I'll get around to doing that. But that's where this data is. So those are the only things that need to be deleted here on the drop form and the host wallet. So I guess we'll put these two tabs next to each other. Adjustment notes, we probably don't even need this anymore, but I'll wait to delete that. The data 2, everything's going to be the same on here. So we're going to still do all this the same way. So the only thing we have to do is finish yesterday's data in here. And then hopefully, if everyone uses the form and everything here will be green. So even the non-drops, when they log in the non-drops. So like all these we have to manually look up to find out, if there was a drop, we have to go through all the screenshots. It's definitely the hard way of doing it. So as long as this is in here with the drops, it should match this. If it doesn't, we can adjust, or at least we can figure out a better idea than the way we're currently doing it. Now the host approval initial should be here. So like Jacob's good about approving his, so that means that the host approved it. So this one should be 100% accurate. So basically we're just going to verify it, and we're going to change this. This was an overdrop. She dropped 2K, so that's why it's adjusted to 1884. So that way Jacob doesn't lose any rebate, and she loses 25% on the overdrop. But this should make it easier, because all we have to do is start going down. Say, boom, verified, rather than going through all these screenshots. But we have to make sure everybody is on the thing here. Okay, this is done, verified. This one we have to find out what's going on. This one wasn't put on there, but it was obviously dropped, so we're gonna put Shoeman in there, 1538, and this one's verified. So I think this can cut our work down as soon as we get everybody on the same page. It shouldn't take any more than 5 minutes, I would think. So right now we got to look up these through the screenshots. It just takes too long looking up screenshots. So almost everything's done except for all these unknowns. I do have to code this because this is going to cause an error. So I'll get that done now. And we still have a lot that are not verified. But of course our sheet takes forever, so always watch this meter here. It's not even 75% to update. Alright, so that's the management part. How to reset everything. And we're going to do our backup, of course, the same.